Hello, my fellow sketcher. I'm glad to see you here on my 26th episode of my show Urban Sketching, a Big Adventure. This is a place where we together for 30 days without any skipping or drawing parts of cityscapes. And today our topic is to draw the house with a dome. And by the way, I will show you there how we can apply the topic of clouds. What have we done yesterday? I will put the link here so you can observe how I was drawing these clouds. And immediately the next day I would like to apply it to my urban sketching, to my cityscape, and I will draw a house with a dome. I found very beautiful photo reference, and you should also find your photo reference. And in a minute we are going to dive into our sketching practice, and it is the best option how to start new week. Today is Monday, and I encourage you to start your day, if it is possible in your circumstances, to spend even 10 minutes, even 6 minutes to draw something, to immerse yourself in the environment of serenity, of deep focus, relaxation, and draw a quick sketch. And after that you will see, if you continue developing this habit, how your life could change, how you become more calm. You will reduce your anxious, your feelings, and you are nervous. When you are drawing, you overcome these difficulties and you become more happy, more joyful, more relaxed. So I highly recommend you to try sketching, even if you don't draw. If you are a serious adult person, as me, I am also very serious and adult. And you can also try this creative approach. But before we start today's practice, I would like to return to my recent live stream, where we were drawing sort of event illustration, some characters with big bows. I will put the link somewhere here so you can return there and try to draw people, and not only people, with me. And for this exact and by the way, I shared the references to this live stream in my free Telegram channel, and I add this link into description so you can easily find all references and start drawing without any obstacles. Everything will be very convenient. And returning to this exact sketch, when I at that live stream, I invented very interesting homework, but I forgot to tell you about it in that live stream because everything was so emotional, a lot of time for drawing, and I forgot, just completely forgot. But now I remember it, and it's worth to do it. If you participated in my show, Crazy Coffee Party, I will put a link to that playlist here. It was the set of videos where we try to enrich our creative imagination and find ways how we can improve, let's say, not actually improve, but to adjust our sketches to make them more emotional, more interesting, more how to say, more make sketches from them which will attract much more attention. And in that series of videos, I provided you, I don't remember for sure, 4 or 5 tricks how we can do it, maybe even more. You can return there and find out. And for this exact sketch, I would like us, you and me, I will also do this homework together with you. Not now it is just announcement of it. You should think how we can return our sketches to that reference. And my suggestion is, the trick is that we can change this bow into something. And I will just remove these parts when I will start my homework and draw something different on this head, but not a head, even not a wig, not a bow, not a braid, or how you call this. It is not a hairstyle. You should add something unpredictable here, which improves our sketches, makes them much more interesting, and add a story. Let's say one object which could completely change the context of this sketch. Because here we can see just a beautiful young girl with this big bow, and we understand that she's a model or something like that, because she loves fashion. But I want you to change this perspective and to create something completely unpredictable. And you could show me your sketches to this homework. I will put a link to my free Telegram channel where you can share your sketch and write a couple of words about you and about your approach, why you decided to choose this object, and what story do you see in this sketch. And I will also do my homework, and I will also redraw this sketch, this part, and try to change the perspective. And I also will put my sketch into my free Telegram channel where you can find it and observe. I will film the special video about it. I hope that it will happen to the end of this week, where we will complete my urban sketching big adventure, and I have some time to do something another, not only urban sketching. So this is that homework from that live stream, and now we are moving to our today's topic. So I would like to show you my the reference, which it is not mine, unfortunately. It is reference of house with dome. Here you can see the dome, and I like it very much. When I saw it, it is this beautiful building is situated in Helsinki in Finland. And once I was in Finland, in Helsinki, but it was many years ago, more than 10 years, and I didn't know about that building. That's why I have not seen it by my own eyes, but I like it so much. So it's now I want to go to Helsinki once again and observe it in reality. So it will be my reference for today. You should find your own reference. And I also would like to apply a cloud, not this cloud, but our yesterday's topic. So I will try to do it. And now it's time for our sketching practice. Just choose some quick materials, maybe pencils, maybe pens or markers, pastels. What do you have to draw quickly? Maybe even watercolor or gouache, no problem. It depends on time, how many time you can spend for today's practice. So, by the way, if you have a whole hour, why not? It is just not obligatory to spend a lot of time, but if you want, you definitely can do it. And it is even better because you can immerse yourself much deeper and into this creative environment, in this process of drawing. So let's start our sketching process. So my sketch is ready. I was drawing it in a little bit different manner because I use not only stains of colors, I adore to draw with bright colors, but in this case, with this European architecture, I decided to add lines, and I like how it looked like, and we can practice this approach more in our future sketches. And by the way, I decided to add cloud and sky here. You can observe how it looks without sky and cloud. It feels empty, as for me. I don't know, what do you think? Write in comments. Maybe you prefer without sky, but I find that sometimes sky adds some expressiveness, some mood, and how I like it, several layers of pencil work and pastel work, imitation of it. You understand that I'm drawing digitally, but I like how we can add clouds to our sketches, and it is just a demonstration, some bonus for yesterday's topic, how to add the clouds. And you can try to do it and write me your feelings. How do you like it? How do you like to add some additional objects into your sketch with influence our perception, our feelings, which we have got after observing the picture. So I suppose that we have completed this topic, this dome building, and I will post my sketch into my free Telegram channel. The link will be in the description. I will create a special post where we can together share our sketches, observe our interpretations of the same topic. So I also encourage you to drop your sketches from today's practice there in comments and write a couple of words about you. Who are you? Where are you from? And what have you experienced today during this sketching practice? It is very interesting for me to find out who are people who are drawing together with me, who are exploring their own creative journey. So don't be shy, just do it, and it will help us to build a really great friendship in future. And now it is time to announce our next topic. You know, we have so little episodes to the end of this show, because I decided to make them only 30, and today it is 26, and tomorrow will be 27th. So, by the way, if you like to, you can suggest your own objects or some city parts, let's say, which you would like to cover together with me in this show. We have 4 days to do it, and you can suggest your own idea what to draw together into the comments to this video, and maybe I will choose one of them because we still have time. But for tomorrow I already decided what we are going to do, and it will be something different, some unusual approach, because it will not be something exact, like some exact city object. No, we are going to draw some sketch with a sort of monochrome color palette, and our color will be green and this greenish things. So you should try to find maybe your own reference. Maybe you can find something which looks appealing for you to draw it. Our main topic is green. It means that you'd better to find reference where we can see maybe a greenhouse with something, or maybe a scene from the park with some, green trees or something like that. So you should focus on this green color on your reference, and we are going to draw it in the way when it will look interesting, that everything we can understand clearly. Not just everything is green, but we will continue our exploration with a green color. And by the way, that's it for announcement. So try to find your reference and return to me tomorrow. We will try to do it. And if you would like to spend a long sketching practice in the real time, I invite you to my upcoming live stream, where we will immerse ourselves in some chillax environment where we can draw in a slow mode with deep focus, with the feeling of complete relaxation. It will be without any talking, without any conversation, just we are drawing together in the silence, and we will explore again this green color palette, which is very appealing for me in springtime. And it also, you know, that colors, they have they could influence our mood and our feelings. So these greenish colors, they gives us the feeling of relaxation. So you will go here. I will put a link when the stream will be ready. And if you are watching this in the record end, I encourage you to join me and to feel that meditative, relaxing wave during the drawing process. So thank you so much for joining me today. It was super interesting and relaxed and very fun practice for me today, and I like this topic of beautiful architecture. We are going to explore it even after this show will finished to the end of this month, because it was my goal to learn how to do it and to find a way how to explain for my students how we can apply our new knowledge of drawing architecture and cityscapes in a beautiful way. Have a wonderful week. I wish you a lot of creative inspiration, and see you tomorrow on our next episode, where we are drawing everything green together. See you there, and bye-bye.